Development and Prosperity initiative aimed at advancing global women's economic empowerment. We have that there. Ethiopian President Saleh Zewde received and held talks with President Donald Trump's daughter and senior advisor Ivanka Trump at the presidential palace. Their discussion mainly focused on works being made to empower women, according to the office of the president. During the discussion, Ivanka Trump briefed the Ethiopian president about the White House Women's Global Development and Prosperity initiative she's leading. She said the goal of the initiative, which was launched in February, is to economically empower 50 million women in developing countries by 2025. After commending the ongoing efforts to empower women, Ivanka Trump said the government of the United States will provide assistance for these efforts. She also described the ongoing comprehensive reforms in Ethiopia as impressive. President Saleh for her part said the initiative is a good beginning to empower women and will get global recognition as far as it is centered and targeted women worldwide. Ethiopia is moving in a new path of reform to build the capacity of women, particularly addressing gender-based challenges of female students at higher education institutions, President Saleh stated. Ms. Trump and President Saleh affirmed their shared belief that women's economic empowerment is not only an economic issue, but also a security priority. The president finally said the government is committed to work in partnership with non-governmental organizations to empower women. Meanwhile, Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed, has also received at his office Ivanka Trump, President Donald Trump's senior advisor, and her delegation. They discussed issues of mutual interest, according to the office of the Prime Minister. Ms. Trump is in Ethiopia as part of the Women's Global Development and Prosperity initiative aimed at advancing global women's economic empowerment. She also visited a textile and handcrafts company and the Ethiopian Women's Coffee Association. She also visits Private Investment Corporation OPIC acting president and CEO David Boyhan launched OPIC2X Africa. The launch of the OPIC2X took place at the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa in the presence of Ethiopia's President Saleh Zewde and Giovanni Biha, Deputy Executive Secretary of the Commission for Africa. OPIC2X, a WGDP initiative, seeks to directly invest $350 million to help mobilize $1 billion in capital to support women-owned, women-led, and women-supporting projects in sub-Saharan Africa, according to the statement of U.S. Embassy. Launched in 2018, OPIC2X Women's Initiative has already invested more than $1 billion supporting women's economic empowerment across the developing world. Through gender lens investing, OPIC is focused on providing women in the developing world access to finance, jobs, and services that enhance economic opportunities. At the U.S. government's Development Finance Institution, OPIC supports investment in global development to advance economic prosperity and global stability. Women are key drivers to achieving both. Ms. Trump arrived in Finland City on Sunday as part of her 4-day tour to Africa. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed met a delegation headed by General Galeldin Al-Sheikhi, member of the Transitional Military Council of the Republic of Sudan. General Galeldin Al-Sheikhi briefed Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed on the situation in Sudan, noting the relationship with Ethiopia is significant strategic importance. They called upon the government of Ethiopia to continue its long-standing support to the country, particularly in this time of transition. On his part, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed reaffirmed the support of the government of Ethiopia to the people of Sudan, stressing that this support is based on respect for Sudanese sovereignty and on the principle of non-intervention. He encouraged the Transitional Military Council to be inclusive in addressing grievances and concerns as Sudan makes a peaceful transition. Upon arrival at Bole International Airport, the delegation was welcomed by Hirut Daman, State Minister of Foreign Affairs. General Galeldin Al-Sheikhi on the occasion said, Council is committed to promise to the people of Sudan by delivering power to them. Speaker of the House of People's Representative of Ethiopia, Tagassi Chafo, received and held talk with New Zealand's counterpart, Trevor Mallard. The two speakers discussed on ways to strengthen the interparliamentary and the diplomatic ties between the two countries. They also exchanged views on diverse issues, including in the political, socio-economic sectors. After commanding the ongoing reforms in Ethiopia, Trevor pledged to support the reform. Tagassi, for his part, welcomed the New Zealand's desire to provide assistance to the reform initiative and invited investors from that country to come to Ethiopia. During the discussion, Tagassi also expressed Ethiopia's commitment to regional peace. President of the Ethiopian Commercial Bank, Bachagin, underscored that participating women in economic sector has a pivotal role in change social status of the people. The bank has opened the branch which serves only by women. Mukhtar has more on that.
Commercial Bank of Ethiopia has been opened, its first branch executed only by women as a Lekon Brand branch. Lekon Brand branch is the 1,400th branch of the bank that only women are service providers to the customer. It is intended to show how strong and powerful women are in the socio-economic and political development of the country. Bachagina, president of the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia, regarding this has to say the following. This is the first branch of Commercial Bank of Ethiopia in our country that provides service to the customers only by women. Women have non-replaceable roles in the development of the country. It has been open to support the roles of women in this regard. Bacha said naming the bank after the name of Lekon Brano is to appreciate his role in the development of the bank industry in Ethiopia, adding similar bank will open in different cities and towns of the country to strengthen women in the development of the country.
The government of Ethiopia signed an agreement amounting to $20 million in the form of loan with the Arab Bank for Economic Development in Africa. The agreement was signed at the fifth sideline of the World Bank International Monetary Fund IMF spring meeting in Washington, D.C. The proceedings from the loan agreement will be used to finance the implementation of the Dilabule-Horo-Wachu Road District, which is co-financed by the OPEC Fund for International Development, according to the Ministry of Finance. More than 1,000 people suffering from cataracts were cured through a special campaign organized by collaboration of Artisan Health Office and Qatar Charity Development Organization. Treatments was given in Bokoji and Arsirobe hospitals of Artisan. Olma by Nasmondat.
More than 1,000 people that had been suffering from cataracts were cured through cataract surgery campaign made by Artisan Health Office in collaboration with Qatar Charity and Development Association. The treatments were given in Bokoji and Arsirobe hospitals of Artisan. It was also said that the treatments were given without any payments from the patients. Some cured individuals told Oromia Broadcasting Network that they had been suffering a lot from the disease.
It is difficult to do anything without eye. I even couldn't move here and there. I also couldn't look after my cattle. But now, I'm sure I will be free from this. To go to private clinics, I have to have more money, but I couldn't afford to do so.
They also said that they are very happy to get the opportunity.
Now, I can see well, thanks to God. I had been traveling to many areas to get treatment, but I couldn't. Now, I have got a good opportunity.
Coordinator of Prevention and Treatment of Contagious Diseases with Artisan Health Center, Tasfai Ababa, said that the office has been working with various government and non-government organizations to prevent and treat easily contaminated diseases. This cataract surgery has been given freely, and medicines are given without any payment. Eye specialist at Asala Hospital, Dr. Hirpot Enno, for his part, said that cataract diseases are usually happened on aged people.
People should go to health centers whenever they feel any pain. In doing so, they can get treatments.
The government of Ethiopia and Rosatom of the Russian Federation have signed an implementation roadmap to use nuclear technology for peaceful purposes. The agreement was signed at the 11th Atomo Expo taking place from April 15 to 16, 2019 in Sochi, Russia. It was signed by Dr. Engineer Geto Makre, State Minister of Innovation and Technology. On the Ethiopian side, Mr. Alexei Linkacho, Director General of the Rosatom. According to the agreement, Ethiopia will use nuclear technology for energy as well as to produce isotopes for health, agriculture, and industry applications. Many thanks for joining us. That's all what you had. Enjoy the remaining programs with OBN.
Hush.